So hello students, today we will discuss various subcategory of viscous damping. So student, first category of viscous damping is underdamped system. So first category is underdamped system, that is UD. So second category of viscous damped system is critical damped system, and third category is overdamped system. So system equation for viscous damping we already discussed, student. So how we have categorized underdamped system, critical damped system and overdamped system. We have categorized this system on the basis of damping ratio or damping factor. So student, here epsilon notation I am considering epsilon or zeta. Okay, in some books instead of epsilon, zeta notation use for the damping factor or damping ratio. So student, here epsilon is the damping ratio or damping factor. So if this damping ratio epsilon is less than 1, student, then we can categorize the system as underdamped system. So if epsilon is less than 1, so if value of epsilon equal to 1, that is when C is equal to Cc, you can say, student. So when C is equal to Cc, then this epsilon equal to 1. So we already know that what is damping ratio. It is the ratio of C by Cc, that is damping coefficient to critical damping coefficient. So since C is equal to Cc, epsilon is equal to 1, so particular category is critically damping, okay, or critical damped system, you can say that. Now third category, student, overdamped system. So in a overdamped system, this epsilon is greater than 1. So depending on the value of epsilon, so three category we have classified: epsilon less than 1, underdamped system; epsilon equal to 1, critical damped system; epsilon greater than 1, overdamped system. So combined variation of underdamped, overdamped and critical damped I have drawn, that is a graph of displacement. So graph of displacement versus time. So student, so displacement versus time diagram. So displacement is nothing but the displacement of a vibrating body against time. So this green curve, student, shows variation for underdamped system. So see, student, there is a cyclic variation, or you can say that the vibrating body executes certain cycle as per underdamped system is concerned. That's why, see, student, cyclic variation, okay. So see, student, amplitude decay exponentially. So if amplitude in first cycle, student, let x1, so amplitude in second cycle let x2, student, in third cycle let x3, like that x4. So student, amplitude in first cycle, so, or sorry, you can say that first amplitude x1, x4 is the last amplitude, so number of cycle executed will be the 3, student. So this is the x3, so number of cycle n is equal to 3. So x1 is the first amplitude, you can say that x4 is the last amplitude. Now student, so see, x1 is greater than x2, x2 is greater than x3, x3 is greater than x4. So amplitude or displacement of a vibrating body, you can say that decay with respect to time. So this decay in the amplitude is in geometric progression, That's why one more term we are adding as per underdamped system is concerned, that is logarithmic decrement. So decay in the amplitude, okay. So that logarithmic decrement we'll discuss later. So briefly we already discussed what is logarithmic decrement. So moving towards the next system, that is critical damp. So student, this curve is for critical damp. So in critical damp system, see student, there will not be a cyclic variation. The time taken to regain its initial position, or you can say that time taken to achieve the equilibrium position will be the shortest. So this is the time taken, student. So time taken to bring back the vibrating body to its mean position will be lowest as per critical damp system is concerned. So this usefulness of critical damp system will be used in certain application. So simple example, automatic door closure, recoil mechanism of gun. So student, third system is the overdamped system. See student, in overdamped system, damping ratio or damping factor greater than 1. So you can say that more resistance to the motion, you can say that more resistance to the motion of a moving body. So you can say that if in a certain system epsilon is greater than 1, more stability to the system. So resistance will be lesser for the movement. So you can say that stability is more as compared to underdamped or critical damp system. So in structure, generally epsilon is greater than 1. Structure, superstructure, okay. So generalize system equation. See student, x is the amplitude or displacement. So generalize equation for underdamped, overdamp and critical damp system. So I am writing down student, a1 is equal to e raised to u1 plus t. So second term a2. So two vector I have considered having amplitude a1 and a2 student. So a1 e raised to u1 t plus a2 into e raised to u2 t. So student, the damped vibration has a equation of motion, student. We already discussed mx double dot plus cx dot plus kx is equal to 0. Okay, same equation I am writing, student. See mx double dot plus cx dot plus kx is equal to 0. This is the system equation or equation of motion for damped vibration. So damped vibration to damped free vibration. So if I will substitute value of x dot and x double dot in equation of motion or system equation, I will get this equation, student. So x is the solution for system equation. So this mathematical term we already discussed. So x is the solution, so exponential variation. So value of u1 and u2, that is this. So this system equation has two roots, that is u1 and u2. So value of u1 and u2 in terms of c by m we already discussed. So modified equation in terms of epsilon, I want this equation in terms of epsilon. So in this equation u1 will be student minus epsilon plus, so plus sign for u1 I will consider. So minus epsilon plus square root of epsilon square minus 1. So for this term into omega n, this will be the value of, that is take plus sign for u1, take minus sign for u2 student. So take plus sign for u1, take minus sign for u2. So substitute value of u1 and u2 will be first bracket minus epsilon plus and minus square root of epsilon square minus 1 into omega n. So this is the value of u1 and u2. u1 plus sign, take minus sign for u2. Now student, so as per underdamped system is concerned, epsilon is less than 1. So see student, in this diagram value of, that is initial displacement x0. So this is student x0. Initial displacement x0 is different from 0. That is, see time 0. So time 0 there is a certain displacement of vibrating body student. So certain displacement of vibrating body, that is x0. So initial displacement is different from 0 student. So in certain problem this initial displacement or x0 may be 0. Okay, so why I am discussing this student? Okay, various cases, x0 is different from 0, x0 is 0, these two cases may occur. So boundary conditions, so two boundary conditions we are considering student to calculate displacement and velocity of vibrating body. Now only we are doing the motion analysis, that is the calculation of displacement and velocity, that is x and x dot. Okay, so suppose when time t is 0, x is x0 student. So second boundary condition, x dot is x dot 0. So initial velocity may be given in the problem, if not mentioned in the problem, initial velocity you must have to assume initial velocity is equal to 0. Okay, so this is second boundary condition student, that is at t is equal to 0. So first boundary condition, x is equal to x0, x dot is x dot 0, or x dot 0 may be 0 or different from 0. So this category you must have to find out in the problem. Okay, so these boundary conditions are required for the motion analysis. So you must have to substitute this boundary condition student in this equation, that is solution. In this solution you must have to simplify, substitute concerned boundary conditions. So two equation you will get student. So unknown parameter, either displacement or velocity, you will get by considering this boundary condition. You must have to refer several problems, then only you can understand this funda. Okay, simple mathematics. So maximum students are hesitating. Okay, or they are thinking equations are lengthy. Okay, student, just go through it, simple mathematics. So this system equation is important, student. So other analysis you can do from this system equation. So 3 cases, student. Epsilon less than 1, epsilon equal to 1, and epsilon greater than 1. So first part of damped vibration or first category of problem I am discussing, student. Okay, so in which from boundary condition I already discussed. These boundary conditions are used to calculate x and x dot. Okay, so either generalized displacement or generalized velocity, or velocity after certain cycle as per underdamped system is concerned. Okay, or velocity after certain time will be mentioned. Okay, so velocity at that time, or displacement at that time. So simple mathematics. So student, for this case is epsilon equal to 1, epsilon less than 1, epsilon greater than 1. First derive the solution, that is value of x for these two boundary condition. Okay, so first boundary condition, x is equal to x0 and x dot is equal to x dot 0 when t is equal to 0. Now sometimes, student, from these two cases, one of the case is mentioned in the problem. So this is about the first part of damped vibration, in which motion analysis of either underdamped, overdamped or critical damped system, in which calculation of x and x dot. So after this, so in a critical damped system, for example automatic door closure. Okay, simple example or simple application. So acceleration or retardation of door may be asked. Okay, after certain time. So simple problem, so only mathematics. Now student, so next content, that is logarithmic decrement, I will discuss in detail, student. So because generally one problem in final exam on logarithmic decrement, so this graph, suppose student, now see student, here see initial displacement x0, x is x0 is 0. Okay, so this case may be present in the problem. Okay, instead of this case, okay, with dotted line I am drawing. Okay, instead of this case, so initial displacement of a body may be 0. Okay, so student, let x1 last displacement, let xn plus 1, that is total cycle are n, student. So student, logarithmic decrement I already discussed. It is the ratio of, suppose for first cycle I will mention the, or I will note down the logarithmic decrement. It is the natural log of two successive amplitude, student. So I will write down x1 by x2 for first cycle. or generalized expression for delta, student. So generalized delta is equal to, let there are n number of cycle, then natural log of x1 student upon amplitude, that is last amplitude, xn plus 1 student. Okay, this is xn plus 1. So C student, decay in the amplitude. Okay, now student, damped frequency. Okay, so WD will be, student, Wn into 1 minus epsilon square. So WD is the damped frequency, Wn natural frequency, epsilon is the damping ratio. Then logarithmic decrement in terms of epsilon I am writing down, student, it is 2 pi expression. Okay, you can see any standard reference book to see this expression. So delta in terms of zeta, 2 pi zeta or epsilon. So delta in terms of damping ratio or damping factor, 2 pi epsilon divided by square root of 1 minus epsilon square. So time period TD, time period in damped vibration, 2 pi by WD. WD is the damped natural frequency. So student, just go through the detailed analysis of underdamped, overdamped and critical damped system. So underdamped system important as per exam point of view, along with underdamped critical damped system. Okay, maybe problem may be asked on underdamped and critical damped system. In final exam, 101% problem on underdamped system, along with critical damped system may be asked. Overdamped system, so rarely problem will be asked on overdamped system. So for your analysis, certain example for underdamped system, for example, a block immersed in a liquid. Okay, underdamped system. So vibration of leaf spring as per automobile suspension is concerned, underdamped system. So cyclic variation of leaf spring. Okay, then example of critical damped system, automatic door closer, a recoil mechanism. Okay, in gun. Then in certain case hydraulic damper. Okay, that is independent suspension system, example of critical damped system. Then example of overdamped system, structure, various machine structure, machine foundation. Then railway bridges. Okay, then buffer spring in railway wagon. Okay, example of overdamped system, student. Now student, so specific application or specific system suppose not mentioned in the problem. So how you will find out, how you will decide the given system is either underdamped system, overdamped system or critical damped system. So you must have to think about the value of epsilon or damping ratio or damping factor. So by solving several problems only you can understand the difference between the underdamp, how to judge either the given system is underdamp, overdamp or critical damp. So that judgment you will get after solving some problems or several numericals. Now student, just in undamped vibration we have discussed if spring, that is certain spring, that is more than one spring are connected in series, connected in parallel, then you must have to calculate the equivalent stiffness. So same, suppose student, certain damper are in series, like damper number 1 and second damper, these two damper, suppose, okay, for example I have considered in series. So simple spring mass and damper, that is free damped vibration student. So let first damper having damping coefficient C1, second damper having damping coefficient C2, then equivalent, you must have to convert this mathematical model into equivalent system or equivalent model. So here C1 and C2 you must have to calculate the equivalent damping coefficient. Let's see, equivalent is the equivalent damping coefficient. So just go through it student. 1 by C equivalent is equal to 1 by C1 upon 1 by C2 and so on. If 3 damper, 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 1 plus 1 by C3, okay, so on. Damper in series. So next student, next case, that is if damper are in a parallel combination, how to believe the C equivalent. First damper, that student second damper, what do you think? Damper in a parallel combination? So generally this type of combination will not be used, okay student. So the system model may be like this. This is mass student, second damper. Previous model, okay, generally not feasible, okay. So correct representation will be like this: C1, C2, corresponding damping coefficient. Then student, so equivalent damping coefficient will be C1 plus C2. Find out why the equivalent damping coefficient is added. Now suppose a case of a damper in a arrangement of damper inclined. A body with roller support, I will say, or a trolley, okay, with damper. So So in the exam, okay, 5 marks question or 8 marks question may be asked, calculate the K equivalent or C equivalent. They get either calculation of equivalent damping coefficient or equivalent stiffness. Let student, alpha is the inclination of damper with horizontal. Then C equivalent, though the single damper, okay, if arrangement is inclined, then C equivalent I must have to let this inclined damper having damping coefficient C. So let for analysis C equivalent I am assuming that C cos square alpha, where alpha is the inclination. Just find out the reason why I am writing like this, that is C equivalent is equal to C into cos square alpha. That is, during analysis of a vibrating body, C is replaced by C equivalent having damping coefficient C cos square alpha. So alpha is the inclination of a damper with the direction of motion of body, you can say that. Or what will happen if alpha is 45 degree, student? So student, just go to the underdamped, overdamped and critical damp system. Then just do the motion analysis, that is calculation of displacement, velocity and acceleration from the motion equation and from solution. This motion analysis you must have to do by assuming certain boundary condition. So next part, that is how to calculate the or how to find out the damping coefficient, stiffness and other parameters of a damped vibration, we will discuss in next lecture. Thank you.